hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 55 is my guy, 55. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. That's it. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got a man. It's Williams. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, it's Hines. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Throwing on second and 14. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 14. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
He's checking crack.
Go. Hey, Alpha.
59. Mike 50.
Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And his throw is incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, but it'll be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Protein spill. Yo, go, go.
Banjo.
Go.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Get it.
To throw on third down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw, Watson. Got some room at the 30. It's complete. Stills. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check, 59. I don't think you got it, sir.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
21-yard line.
Get in the Lately.
Hey!
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Check 59, Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Clear.
I'm coming.
To throw on second down. Herbert under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Hines. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Bravo!
Let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. All day. Hey, check Mike, check.
5. Go. Deep trip.
They run. Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Danny. Mike 55. Here we go, D. Get
Ready?
On 3rd down, Herbert. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
First down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 36, Watson. Flushed out right. Herndon's got it complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Hines. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
56 to Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yep. Hey, wahoo!
They'll run it now with Robinson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Mike 61. Matchbox lights.
Guys, outside, let's get off the field.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike,
Cut.
watch the curl,
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert uncorks one for Davis. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, check. Check. Lucky. 54.
Now it's Hines. And he stopped immediately there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Hey, Delta.
Here I come again. Hey, watch that.
This is Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They run again with Breida. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Mike 54. I'm coming for you. You mine. Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. On first down, Watson. Got his man. It's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now a give, right side. Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now. Hey, Alpha. Defense.
On 1st down, Herbert is going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Robinson's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
60 or. Go.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike.
Hey, orbit.
59. You must be getting tired.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Steps away to his left. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Hines. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They run again with Hines. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. This pass finds its way to Williams. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Go! Check 55 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go! Hey, Team 6.
On 1st down, Robinson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, Charlie. Come. Hit it.
Off play action. Herbert. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. It's complete to Robinson. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Out. 80 weapon. Bravo.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Get your swerve on.
Yeah.
2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike, check.
On third down. It's Robinson, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Mike 5'9".
Hey!
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, Echo!
Mike 59. Drop deep. Check 59, Mike.
Side!
On 4th down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A throw left side to start out, that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. This to Hines on the drop-off. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And an alley to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Check.
Smooth.
Check 55 to Mike. It's going to be a long
Two.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense.
And it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line foot. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone. Well, it might be the craziest occurrence in this place since the new rule was enacted prior to the 2015 season. And now this game is tied. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Mark 55! Mark 55! I can record! Screen! Watch the screen! I can record! Shoot! Shoot! Shoot!
Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Watson now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Watson. Going deep here for Stills. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now it's Watson. He'll check this down to Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Come on out here. Come get some.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Texans, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season.